Shit. Like we never left. Like we never left, baby. God is good. God is great.
Amen.
I love everybody that's tapped in right now. Love you, motherfuckers, man. Shit. We got a warrior in the studio right now. I forgot to tuck my chain, though. Hey, I want everybody to give, this is a first right here, and I want everybody to give a warm welcome to bare knuckle fighter, Vinny Fam, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. It's game time.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. We're blessed.
Very blessed.
Yes.
Very blessed. Yes, sir. How was your drive over here?
The drive was good. We drove down from P-Town, caught a little bit of traffic, but we made it on time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love the shirt, brother.
Thank you.
It's a fucking amazing shirt, man.
Thank you. We earned it. You know what I mean? It's the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships logo. That's where we're at right now. We just accomplished recently making history at April 27th in Los Angeles for the first ever bare knuckle boxing card to be legalized in California. We were on that card.
Jeez. Let's go, baby. Man. Tuesday. This is Taco Tuesday, right? Yeah. This is a glorious day in Hoodstock's history. This is a freaking amazing day today, man. Whew. How long have you been fighting for, sir?
I've been fighting for about 13 plus years now.
13 plus years.
Yeah.
And what you got to so you were a part of the first ever bare knuckle sanctioned for no phone calls right now, motherfuckers. Sanctioned fight ever in Los Angeles.
In California.
In California.
Yes.
In California.
Yes.
And did you win that fight or lose it, sir?
We won that fight. God gave us the victory. We won a 5-round unanimous decision against a very experienced and veteran opponent, the Menifee Maniac from Menifee. The guy was he was legit, and they brought me in as a 300+ underdog. Not too many people in that scene know who I am, so I just came in and swept it.
Sheesh, let's go, baby. Man, I'd say bare knuckle fighting, I would say it's a man sport, but I think you got to be more than a man to get in a ring and really bare knuckle. Like, you got to be wired up a certain way. I mean, what did you do previously before you got into bare knuckle fighting? What kind of fighting competitions or different associations were you involved in? So,
I'm originally from the background of Muay Thai, which is the art of 8 limbs. That's where you have kicks, knees, punch, elbows. So they count each one as one art or one weapon. So it's the 8 limbs. The art of 8 limbs is the art of 8 weapons. So you have 2 knees, two kicking legs, 2 punches, and 2 elbows, which add up to 8. I originally came from that background before I ventured into bare knuckle boxing this past April of 2024. I've been training and fighting Muay Thai kickboxing for 13 plus years. So the bare knuckle is new, but it's like you said, it takes a certain person to get in there in the ring and fight bare knuckle. And I believe it takes a heart of a warrior and somebody who actually wants to fight, and not dance. So that's why I was able to be successful in this
arena.
Yeah, in that
bare knuckle fighting. Yeah,
but I'm a Muay Thai kickboxer, so I'm a 3-time champion in Muay Thai kickboxing here in Southern California.
Nice.
I'm also the West Coast champion in kickboxing in the whole West Coast of America.
Wow.
I fought Anderson Silva's son for that title in 2021, and God bless us with the victory on that one too, where we got the first round knockout. It was a big fight, went viral, dethroned him for the belt, and at Fighters Rep in Sills Beach. So I ventured off to just hands and taking the gloves off and getting into bare knuckle.
Conor McGregor now owns a part of and that's fuck, bro. That's a big dog cosign right there. He sees the vision. He understands that bare knuckle fighting is part of the future.
Yeah.
The present and the future, right?
Yeah. What's actually cool about that is they announced that he is actually a bought-in partner of bare knuckle fighting championships on that card, April 27th in Los Angeles. So I was a part of like history of that too, with the announcement of him being part owner now. So yeah, that opens a lot of doors for the organization, for the fighters, for everybody in there. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And how did you get into that? How did you get into the being able to fight on that card?
Oh man, yeah, awesome story. I can share. Me and my wife's a fighter as well. Shout out to my wife, Elisa Familari. She's right here in the room kicking it. Kicking not kicking nobody, but yeah, she's here.
I'd like to see if her and Mondo go at it. You know what I mean?
You know, today she's off. Today's a rest day, but maybe another day. But we were in Mexico training and fighting in 2023, and we were living out there. We're living in Tulum, Mexico, training at Tulum Muay Thai under world famous fighter and coach Eddie Farrell and Brooke Farrell. Shout outs to them. We went there. I was coaching, fighting, and training, and then my wife was pregnant at the time. Okay. We originally had plans to go out there and bull train and bull fight and get sponsored by the camp. But on our way out, when we had the trip planned, we found out that God blessed us with our daughter Genesis, who's been born for 6 months.
Wow! Congrats!
So thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank you. And the thing is when she found out she was pregnant, I was like, okay, we're not going, right? And she was like, nah, my lease is up in May. Let's get out of here. Let's travel before the baby's born and we're locked down at home and you can still train, fight, and whatever. So we ended up going. We made a lot of good friends, a lot of good connections there in Tulum. I made history there by fighting in not bare knuckle, but almost bare knuckle. We fought card check, which is where you have rope wrapped around your hands. If you've ever seen a kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme when he fights Tong Po.
Yeah, and you're talking about Bloodsport?
Yeah, no, because Bloodsport is just as good as Kickboxer, but Kickboxer's the one where his brother gets hurt and he avenges his brother.
Okay.
So he fights Tong Po in the end, and they fight with ropes, with their hands wrapped in rope, and then they dip it in resin with the glass.
Damn,
so
I remember that. Yeah, I've seen that.
So that, before, little history on that, before there was like Muay Thai with the gloves, they used to fight with ropes, hemp rope wrapped around their hands. So that was their gloves.
That's pretty vicious right there, bro.
It is, bro.
That rope cuts.
Bro, yes. Lucky knows his shit, bro. Look at him.
Cuts, bro.
Lucky knows his shit. Yeah, for sure. So
I mean, what's worse? And I'm sorry for interrupting what you were saying.
No.
But bare knuckle fighting or fighting with rope on your hands?
Fuck, bro. It's bull pretty savage because, like you said, the rope cuts them up nasty. The fights that were there, I watched them right before my fight, and I was just like, fuck, man, that was just vicious. Just the damage that it does. But I'll tell you what, bro, I'm not there to get hit. I'm there to do the hitting. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm beating them. These motherfuckers, I ain't letting them hit me. But, yeah, we made history. We fought in rope. That's called card check. So we fought card check there in Mexico in August. Stayed there. What was it? It was August. Yeah, August of 2023. We were there. We actually fought in San Diego, and then we crossed the border. And so April and May 23, we fought in San Diego, got a big knockout there in Muay Thai, crossed the border the next day, went to Tulum, then we got ready for that fight and made history with the car check in August. We stayed out there till November, and our daughter was born in Mexico. We had to get, the paperwork right and everything to cross back over.
Yeah.
And then we came back in December. And as in being back in the States after 6 months, I let go of my job. We let go of our place, everything else.
In Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico.
What were you doing in Mexico? What kind of work were you doing?
I was just training, coaching, and fighting.
Okay, that was your job.
Yeah, that was awesome. My job. Yeah, so that's what we were doing full time. And we came back, and I was looking for fights, throwing my name in the hat, trying to get fights, because that's how I get paid, if I'm not coaching. And letting go of everything before we left to Mexico. I came back and there was no coaching position left for me, which is understandable, you know, no big deal. But I needed a fight, just something to get some bread. And I seen that the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships were having an open tryout in Los Angeles at Brick House Boxing in North Hollywood in January. So I said, fuck it, let's go. You know, let's go and see if we make the tryout. So we applied, they accepted me, we showed up. Out of 75 dudes, I made the cut. I was probably one of the top. I mean, I want to be humble, you know, I was top 5, but I want to say I was the best one. You know what I'm saying?
And how was the competition? I mean, how did they figure out who was top 5, who was going to get to make the cut, who was not?
I think there was a lot of things they were looking at. You know, it's not only just like if you look good on the pads or you look good on the bags or like sparring or whatever, but also your personality, your background, if you're marketable, other things they were looking for. And I want to say I'm the total package. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I was waiting for him and waiting after January's tryouts, and then February, and then March came and they hit me up like, hey, we're having the first ever Los Angeles in California, the first ever bare knuckle boxing card, and it's going to be a real big card with Mike Perry versus Thiago Alves, and Lorenzo Hunt versus Mick Terrell and a couple other big names, and we want to get you on there. And I fucking said, fuck yeah, you know. And that's how we got on. And
so how does one train for a bare knuckle fight? I mean, is it the same way you train in any other, like maybe MMA, not MMA, but boxing? Because it's just boxing, right? It's bare knuckle boxing. There's no kicks or elbows involved, right?
None. But it's not boxing, you know. That's where a lot of things are getting mixed up, or a lot of people go, oh, well, it's just boxing with no gloves. But it is different, you know. I think the sport, honestly, it's for the dogs. You know, I think it's for the dogs, like the ones that are successful in there. I mean, the face of it right now is Mike Perry.
Yeah,
so if you guys know who Mike Perry is, I mean, the dude's a fucking animal.
Shout out to Mike Perry.
Shout out to Mike, Big Platinum.
Have you ever been able to have a conversation with him or anything?
I did, bro. When he came, I made sure that I went to everybody and shook everybody's hands. I introduced myself. I said, I'm fighting on the undercard. It's nice to meet them. It's a pleasure to share a card with them. I'm excited to be on the same card and perform. And we actually, you know, fucking around, Mike came all dressed up and shit. You can see it, but we sock checked Mike Perry. He passed the sock check. So shout out to Mike Perry for that one, you know.
Somebody was saying in the comments, and they said, hey, this dude be having the high socks when he's fighting. About you.
I mean, you got to represent for all the down ass fools, right?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's go, man.
You know.
Yes.
So I had to wear the high socks because, you know, but to be a bare knuckle fighter, you're either a down ass fool or you're not, and we had to let him know. So,
my G, man.
You know,
you at home right now, man. You with your boys right now.
It's a blessing to be here. You know, I was talking to you on the phone. I told you my lady showed me your podcast a while back when you had on, was it Johnny Chang?
Yes,
Johnny. Yeah, bro. And that was a great podcast, bro.
Oh my god,
and we loved it.
Legendary.
And, bro. But since then, I've been telling her, like, low key, I'll just be like watching the shorts or whatever, just be like, and I'll tell her like, hey, I'm gonna get on Hood Stocks. Watch, I'm gonna fucking get on Hood Stocks, and here we are, baby.
It's a pleasure to have you. It's
thank you for having me,
brother. Absolutely,
thank you.
Absolutely. And so when the BKFC right now is just kind of like it's newly born, so to speak. Is that safe to say?
Yes.
So they're still figuring out. Would you consider yourself a company man right now with BKFC? Like are you under contract with them?
I am under contract with them to a certain like clause, you would say, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, with the company being so new and having so much opportunity and growth, like, you know, especially with Conor McGregor coming in, they got a couple other bigger announcements. Like, I'm here to stay. You know, I think bare knuckle fighting, like I said, it's for a certain type of fighter, and I am that fucking fighter. You know what I mean? And pardon my French for letting me speak Italian, but I'm that motherfucker. You know?
Yes,
and I went in there and I showed it. When we went in there and fought, I fought a guy it was his 50th pro fight, and it was my 5th pro fight.
Yeah.
And He was coming from MMA background with little gloves and shit. I'm a Thai fighter. We fight with 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
But I put it down. I walked it down on him the whole time. He did great. I mean, he showed his experience and everything else, but I showed I belong there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I bled for the people.
Because you're going to bleed in bare knuckle fighting.
Oh, you're going to bleed, bro. Yeah. But, you know, some people freak out when they start bleeding. And I think the thing is like some people, they see blood and they think they're dying, right? Like, because you associate it with dying. But, like, when I start bleeding, I feel alive. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm alive. Like, let's go. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, so, bro. Savage shit.
That's how I look at it. But, yeah, like, being a company man, they still don't know me. Like, that's what they told me even at the tryouts. They were like, we don't know you. We can't find nothing on you. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you're looking at. Like, I'm not a boxer and I'm not an MMA guy, you know? Like, I'm a Muay Thai guy. And then, like, Muay Thai is its own little small circle and, like, community. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't do Muay Thai or you don't love Muay Thai, then, yeah, you don't know those guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I see why they didn't know me. But, like, I came in and I stormed it, bro. Out of all those fights, I want to say I was one of the best fights. You know, I fucking danced 10 minutes with the heavy pro veteran, and I did well, you know, and walked him down the whole time and came to bang. And they call it towing the line. When they start you off in the circle here, there's a line here and a line here. It's only 3 feet apart from each other. And when they start you every round, you have to go with your foot on the line. And I told the fuck out of the line. You know what I mean? I made it my home, bro. That was my area right there. So even I was like, gosh damn, I had to walk him down so much in the ring. I was like, fuck, this ring's kind of big. I didn't expect it to be that big, you know? So I did my thing. But yeah, like, I want to grow with the company. Like I said, they don't know me too much, but you know, that's fine. I'd rather creep on the come up, offer me a nice check and, you know, something fair, and I'll keep fighting until they see that, hey, like, this guy belongs in the bigger fights.
Absolutely, brother. I thought it was interesting what you said when you said, well, people think it's like boxing, but it's not, because I mean, in boxing, you can take X amount of jabs, right? X amount of hooks, but with bare knuckle fighting, no gloves. Yeah, you can't. You gotta try to, like, you know, you can't take as much damage or take so many hits, right? Because every single hit could potentially, like, really do damage.
You're open and I want to announce it right. Susceptible more to being just cut. Period, right? So being bare knuckle, there's no padding. There's nothing that is protecting you. It's raw bone on skin versus raw bone on skin. So yeah, you can get cut, which causes a lot of damage. Plus, you know, there's no gloves, there's no padding, no wraps. So yeah, that impact is a lot different. You know, so it isn't just boxing. But not only that, there's a little bit of a different rules. You can hold and clinch, and it's called dirty boxing, where you can hold on to your opponent, and as long as you're staying busy, you can hit them like body, work uppercuts up top, work hooks over the top, and you can keep dirty boxing and grind and wear your opponent out, to where in boxing you can't clinch at all like that. Like, you guys
break it up and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's different. Yeah. And not only that, they had an interest. I mean, I didn't even know the rules. I just signed the fucking contract, said I just want to make my debut. They asked me, what weight do you want to fight at? And I looked at the guy and I told him, hey, I'll fight at any weight. Just give me a shot. I don't give a fuck what weight it is or who it is, you know?
And are they strict on making sure that you make weight?
Yeah, they are. But, I mean, they're still, like, willing to work with people. Sometimes, bro, some people just miss weight. Like, their body didn't fucking let go. It's a treacherous and a hardcore thing to fucking dehydrate yourself, cut weight, and everything else, you know?
Educate me real quick, brother. Hydration clause. What is that?
So hydration clause, I believe, are like when you are fighting another guy and you don't want him coming up too much in weight to have an advantage on you
after the weigh-ins, right?
After the weigh-ins, yeah. So that's like,
so you're the like getting weighed double. Because I just started hearing about that recently. Because of the Ryan Garcia when he fought, I think, Tank or something like that, and he said that he was weak because of the hydration clause that Tank.
Yeah. So yeah, they didn't let him weigh in past a certain weight, so it fucked him up because he was still dehydrated. Versus like the other fight that he had versus what was the guy's name? Haney?
Yeah, Haney. Yeah,
Haney. He fucking did amazing, right?
Yes.
And I mean, he did weigh in over, but supposedly that was like a fighting stunt or whatever you would call it. Like he did it on purpose so people would bet against him. Said,
and then he put $1 million on himself.
Smart fucker. I mean, to be honest.
But then they said that he had whatchamacallit in his system, his blood test, steroids or something.
Something like that, or like supposedly he took a supplement that like was tainted with like a little trace of like the steroids or some bullshit. Because if you get in the fight game, you're not supposed to get subs unless you know that you're getting them from a place that there's no possible way of having even a little trace of anything.
Talking about supplements.
Yeah, supplements. But who knows, bro? They're probably taking the real fucking, the roid supplements or whatever. I don't really know how they do it.
Okay, and how is it with bare knuckle fighting within the organization? Are they testing for steroids or anything like that? Or
No, they tested hardcore. It was like California was real strict on me. They blood tested me 10 days exactly. Had to be 10 days before the fight, and then they immediately piss test you at weigh-ins or the day after, and it can't be before the fight either. So they're on you, bro. Like I didn't see myself fucking, being able to beat a test if I was cheating or anybody else cheating. So they were on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know how. To be honest, I'm not into steroids. I'm just Mex-Italian, so I got fucking the genes genetically,
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I mean, you look at some guys and you're like, wow, he has a great physique. He must have a really good diet. But then I think people are on the sauce.
Yeah, for sure. And then back to training and preparing for a bare knuckle fight. I mean, how do you make your? I mean, do you rough the knuckles up? You know what I mean? Like, do you have to like?
They say that there's they get guys they do little small hair fractures so that their knuckles build back with more tolerance, like as they callus and the bone like heals itself.
Yeah.
But there's different ways. I've been trying to catch on to that. I'm new to bare knuckle boxing, right? And it's a new sport, period. I mean, some guys are fucking punching walls, some guys are punching tires, some guys are just like hit the bag, some guys are literally getting a fucking Milwaukee hammer and beating on their knuckles and shit. It's wild, bro. So you don't really, I was just like, yeah, right. I was like, yo, like, I don't really know like where I'm taking this. But for me, I mean, in my protocol that I'm trying to figure out, I'm just punching the bag, no gloves, no wraps, and making sure it's a hard bag, right?
Yeah.
I'm hitting hard pads, so there's different like textures of pads.
Yes, sir.
So I'm hitting hard pads and trying to blast them like definitely at least 7 rounds and condition my hands. I've tried a little bit of like punching like wood or whatever, but like
thank you, dog.
It depends, because I don't want to fuck my hands up either. You know what I mean? I'm like,
because you need to get that check.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is how you feed your family.
This is how I feed my family. Yeah, and praise God for making it possible, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Praise God.
I asked and prayed for this, and He made it available. So I always got to give the glory to Him. But this is how I feed my family, and I'm not playing around with it. Like, I'm ready to go.
And so when you're training, when you have a training camp, or being the fact that you are a coach, are you your training camp? Like, you already know what to do because you're usually training other fighters. Yeah.
So right now, I'm probably like, I want to say I'm like 85% self-trained. Because I just know what I need to do, how much I can withstand. I know like my energy levels, when I have energy, when I'm low on energy, probably like the best times of days for me to train. Also being a full-time father and husband and my new baby, right?
Yes.
Like I'm helping the wife as much as I can and just getting it in when I can. So I mean, for me, like I know what I need to do, but I do have like my friend, shout out to Coach Rusty at the Shack System, who pads me up, Crew John at Master Toddy LA Training Center, who's padding me up, and a couple other friends. I got a lot of friends, Julian at Fusion Muay Thai. I got a lot of help, but at the same time, I like to train on my own too and not really be like held down. I did have a trainer not too long ago. I'm from one of the best mixed martial arts gyms on the planet, where I have over 10 years of training out of under Master Rafael Cordero. world famous martial arts coach. He's the coach that's holding pads for Mike Tyson right now. So if you see the black Brazilian guy that holds pads for Mike Tyson right now, and for the last fight, that's my master Rafael Cordero. But he's a mega coach. He's a really big coach, like worldwide. So he's from King's MMA in Huntington Beach. So I've always lived in San Gabriel Valley, driving out there twice a week if I can make it. So I went and learned there in the beginning, got what I could get, and then took it back on my own the other 4 days and trained on my own, like at the house or whatever I could, out of the garage, at the park, fucking at a local gym, because I could only drive out there twice a week. But that's where like my main style and credentials are from, and just like, who put me on and really put me on game. But I had a personal coach who was my best friend, and ended up being my corner man and my coach later on. My friend Steve De La Paz, God bless him. I got him right here on my arm right here as a memory. Unfortunately, he did pass and go with the Lord in 2022. So that was real rough for me. I never thought I was even going to fight again, really, to be honest, because we worked about 10 years to get where we were at. And that broke me. I mean, he was only 36, we were talking Thursday, like, man, great week of training. I'll see you Monday. And the family called me Saturday night, like, hey, Steve's on life support. You need to call his family and tell him to get here. And it blew my mind. But he passed away, and I just haven't had like a corner man or somebody like a personal coach or somebody who I really have with me, rocking with me the way that he used to, So I've just been getting by, figuring that out the last like year and a half to 2 years. On my own, and then using the guys that I shot it out a little bit earlier. But I know what needs to be done, and it's just about doing the work,
Absolutely. So the first fight that was sanctioned in California with bare knuckle fighting, that was your first bare knuckle fight, professional fight?
Yes, my first bare knuckle fight. We're supposed to have another one coming up July 12th. In Temecula, California, at the Pachenga Arena. Okay. We're just waiting on the contract to be signed with the opponents and some other things, but we're about 90% there. So
how were your fists after that fight?
Man, my fists were fucked up.
Did you break knuckles? Or
I did. I want to say I fractured this one, and it's still fractured, but. This is how we feed my family, so I'll go in and knock them out with the left. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's no big deal to me. Like, but I really popped this hand. I popped this knuckle, and I just been trying to lay off it. I mean, April 27th wasn't too long ago. So
no, not at all.
It was like less than 40 days, but here we are getting back in camp and getting ready. Like it comes with the territory, so. I'm doing the best I can, but I feel fine. I mean, I hit pads today, and it was a good run. It was a good run.
And so what was it? How many rounds is the bare knuckle fighting?
It is 5 2-minute rounds with 1 minute break in between.
With 1 minute break in between. And in boxing, how many minutes is it?
It's 3 minutes, and depending what level of boxing and experience that you have, it could be 5 rounds, it could be 8 rounds, it could be 10 rounds, or it could be the maximum of what I believe is 12 rounds.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And, okay. No, I'm just trying to get kind of an understanding of how long you're going to be in that ring and how long you fight for, because I would think, obviously, if the rounds were longer, maybe like boxing, man, that'd be treacherous, bro.
Yeah. That would,
That'd be next level. I mean, you guys are already doing the next level, 5 2-minute rounds, bare knuckle style.
I tripped out after once I got out of there, and I was like, fuck, that was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, how many street fights have we been in, and it felt like 10 minutes, but it was probably like a minute and a half?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds, you know what I'm saying?
So I was like...
And you're winded.
Yeah, fuck, yeah. So
I am.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, you are. So I thought back on it, like, once my nerves and everything kind of settled, and because I was getting down on myself, like, fuck, I didn't get a knockout, I didn't finish him. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That guy had 50 pro fucking fights, and that was my 5th pro fight. And he's an MMA guy. He's used to fighting with little gloves. He has a boxing experience. And I just came in and just fucking, I did a great job. Did bare knuckle fighting? What does the C stand for? Championship.
Bare knuckle fighting championship. Of course. I apologize.
No worries.
Did they take care of you, like in regards to just the whole setup? Or is it kind of just like a bunch of fucking savages sitting in the gym in line waiting to get up next? I mean, because it's a new company, right?
Yeah. No, and I think to my degree, I fought in many different promotions and many different places and dealt with a lot of promoters and I thought they did really well. That's why I want to stay with them
because they took care of you. You felt a little bit of the love.
I felt it to the degree that they could show me. Mind you, I was just the little guy on a really big card with like big names. Perry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was a little guy. So like I said, that's why they really don't know like me or know my ability yet. Yeah. But as I work my way up, I mean, I'm all about. Yeah, they're gonna find out, and I'm all about grinding anyways. I don't want no fucking handouts. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about the slap fucking competition, bro? Is that the fucking I like watching it on a TikTok short, bro. But to actually pull up, but Dana White talks about it and he says, man, dude, the fucking sponsors that are sponsoring this is huge, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then Dana talks about it saying that, man, people love watching those clips. I mean, is that something you would ever do? Or do you have any respect for the dudes that do that? I mean, what's your take, bro?
There's no disrespect that I take away from it, but I would never do it. You know what I mean?
Bro, protect yourself.
I mean, I like to get it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too control for me. Like, okay, you slap me, I slap you, and then we slap each other silly. You know,
literally slap yourself silly.
But I mean, slaps are dangerous when you talk about street self-defense, or like I learned in martial arts, like an open palm slap, like Boss Rutan. If you look up like highlights of Boss Rutan, El Guapo is what he went by, but he was a legend for pancrase fighting, which was open hand slaps, and he was knocking dudes out with slaps. Yeah, just knocking dudes out. So I mean, you see the guys too; they get knocked out on that power slap stuff. But I mean, that's nothing that I don't think you can do it unless the fucking checks are crazy. Then I might just be like, yeah, fuck it.
No, 100%, bro. If the checks, and that's an interesting. I'd like to find out what those checks look like for these dudes to just, and these are just like. They finding these dudes at truck stops. These are just, they may not have absolutely no fighting skills. They just know how to put weight behind the fucking slap, and you get hit with that palm, right? Yeah. I mean, it's next up. What do you think about the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing? I think right now it's on hold right now. What did you think about that fight that's supposed to be coming up?
I mean, for me, I'm a big Mike Tyson fan. Yes. I was probably about 8 in the 90s when Mike Tyson was fighting like Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, like all of that, right? So like, besides him, De La Hoya and Chavez, like those are the guys that like I learned like what combat sports was, at least boxing, right? Like, and I'm a super big fan of Mike Tyson, not only as a combat athlete, but just like. I really like his mind. Like when he talks, he's very intelligent. He's very like
he's a fucking guru, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he's been through shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, so Roberto Duran?
Yes. Hands of Stone. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, funny thing about that is that Mike Tyson said that Roberto Duran was the fighter that he looked up to.
Yeah, he did say.
I mean, that goes to show. But well, Mike Tyson, I'm a big fan, so I wanted to see him fight. And like I said, my coach personally pads him for the last 2 fights. Like, I've been to Mike Tyson Ranch. I was hoping to meet him. I missed him, but I brought some gloves down for them during the pandemic when like shit was all shut down. My coach asked me if I can bring a pair of gloves, 18 for Tyson, and I did. I dropped them off, but I mean, Mike Tyson's just a phenomenal like fighter. I don't see like people are like, oh, Mike Tyson's old and Jake Paul is young, but it's like, All right, I'm not taking nothing away from Jake Paul as far as not like being tough enough or possibly having it like with youth on his side and having all the money and people in his corner that are coaching him and everything else.
Yeah.
But Mike Tyson is fucking Mike Tyson, bro. And Mike Tyson is gonna knock your fucking head off. I don't like when he fought Roy Jones in that exhibition fight, you could see he was having a hard time holding himself back from fully fighting. So an exhibition match, it's usually agreed, at least behind the scenes or on contract somewhere. Yeah, it's like hard sparring, bro. You're not supposed to knock out.
So you believe he held back on that? Because I felt like if it was just a bad performance on his behalf, like we expected to see that Mike Tyson, but you believe that there was an agreement in the background that said, "Hey, bro, I ain't going full force. We're just going fucking."
Yeah. I believe he did, and I believe that fucked him up because he's a fucking full blown fledged killer. Like in order for him to do what he does and operate the way that he does,
he's got to kill.
There can't be any clause of holding back. You know what I mean? And he looked frustrated a little bit in that fight, at least I observed. And even like I thought Roy Jones respectfully looked a little frustrated, like, hey, you're going like a little too hard, you're going crazy. But that could just be me. But like with the fight with Jake Paul, like I would think like fucking Tyson will put his ass down. I don't see Tyson being able to hold himself back as much, but we'll see. We'll see.
How about this? De La Hoya prime, Canelo prime. Who wins that fight?
Fuck, would they even be considered the same weight class?
Oh, I don't know that.
See, that's the thing too. I don't know either because Canelo's big as fuck. He's eating that horse meat, And,
Is he?
You know what I'm saying? They said, yeah, that's what they said. But they said he's eating that good meat. But I mean, fuck, I'm such a fan of De La Hoya. Like even from back then, De La Hoya was a golden boy. Like I mean, when he fought Chavez, like it was like a big deal, because it was like the young, Mexican fighter versus the OG one, and we didn't want to see anyone lose. But man, I don't know. I like Canelo as I've been following boxing. That's probably the only one that I've been following boxing in the last couple of years since I've been training. But I'm just gonna have to stay OG because I'm from the '90s. Grew up in the '90s as De La Hoya. I say that. You know what I mean?
Baby. I like the little back and forth they had in the fight when De La Hoya's fighter fought him recently. Yeah, I like that little shit right there. De La Hoya, hey, bro. Like I love if I could party with one or the other, I'd party with De La Hoya, homie. You know what I mean? I'd be right there with typewriter Jean and shit. I'd be like, you know what I mean? You party with De La Hoya, baby. You doing it big, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Golden Boy promotion.
Bro, check it out, dog. Being a fucking fighter in this right now, I'd say, I mean, it's always been a popular thing to do, but just being the fact with like social media and the way technology has just taken off and just all the different outlets. But I would say UFC influenced a lot of kids to be fighters now. So the fighter game, there's a lot of dudes that are fighting right now. Like it is man, it's a lot of struggling artists, so to speak, right? You know what I mean? That's a tough business to be in the fight game. Everybody's fucking wants to fight, I mean, can you speak a little bit about that? Because that's a hard life right there, right?
It is a hard life. You think, you're going to go, you're going to train, you're going to be the next Conor McGregor, GSP or some shit, but they don't really talk about how broke you are. You're living in the gym, which I've lived in the gym, sleeping on mats, sleeping in closets, fucking still having to train for fights. You don't got any sponsors. You don't got any gas money. You can't even pay your membership, so you're hoping that they're not going to kick you out of the gym. You're trying your best to make a deal like, let me be the cleaner of the gym just to stay. I know I did that. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I couldn't afford my membership, I told them, hey, I can't afford my membership, but I don't want to leave. Like I really think, and my goal is to be like a black belt in striking under you, Master Cordero. And like they looked at me like, well, how long do you need? And I was like, I don't know. I can get a job next week or I have an interview or whatever, but like I just don't want to leave. I want to keep training, but I can't afford my membership. And shout out to Master Cordero because he said, you know what, Vinny, like, don't worry about it. Go train in the next class on the mats. Go back on the mats, train in the next class, and we'll figure it out. We'll take care of you, do something good for us.
Talk about the struggle of fighters, bro, because there's a lot of fighters that are probably watching right now. I mean, because, we don't know, bro, but, if you're living in the gym, I mean, you got to clean the gym to stay there. I mean, what are you living off of? What are you eating? I mean, that's a tough life right there, but you're fully committed and you believe in yourself that this is what I want to do. This is what I have to do. I mean, talk about making a sacrifice for something that you love, which you have done and experienced the low of it, right?
Yeah.
And now the high as you're rising up.
I mean, we're not getting paid crazy, nothing crazy, but we're getting paid a little bit, which is finally nice after 13 years of training and fighting and being broke. I mean, but by the time I go and do a camp, honestly, like when I do a camp, I end up paying out of pocket by the time I fight. If I'm fighting for real low purses or whatever, which you just want to fight anyways. You can't turn down every fight because you're not getting paid. It's just like, fuck it, we got to get in there, get this fight in. So hopefully they offer us more next fight if they even do have us back. So, but we fight, at least I know I fight for the love. Like there's that love, and like the goal is to be like, you know, Conor McGregor, Mike Perry or whatever, or get that type of money, like Mayweather money. But I mean, you're just gonna do it because you love it, you know. Like you're gonna wake up, you're gonna run 5 miles even though you're sore. You're gonna diet and calorie cut even though you feel like shit and you feel lethargic because you're cutting so hard. You're gonna go in there and dehydrate the 12 pounds in the sauna because you got to make weight and be professional and make sure that you make this fight card. So the little bit of people that do support you that bought tickets and come out, that you can perform in front of them, you know, and possibly like the goal is always like fight this fight, but get a better deal next fight. You know what I mean? Like at least for a championship.
You're fighting for the next fight, always, right? Always you're fighting for the next fight, you know? So, and nothing's guaranteed, you know? You can have an injury. Do you pull out? Fuck no. You just go in, you know? Oh, my hand's fucked up. Well, fuck it. I got a left hand. You know what I mean? If it's Muay Thai, I'm using elbows and fucking kicks and knees. You know, like you don't stop, you don't quit. You're always persistent, no matter what. I think that's a recipe to be successful in anything, though, right? Yes, sir.
Like you're just
being relentless, being a dog.
Exactly. You're like it doesn't matter what happens, you're not gonna stop. You know what I mean? These lights go out, that the stuff in the background that you got set up right here doesn't matter as long as you got that mic. You're still going.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir. You know what? There's a movie that really fucking. I want to share a little bit of a story right here. There's a movie with Russell Crowe in it. You guys will help me out. It's during the Great Depression. He was a boxer. He played a boxer that was... What was it? Cinderella Man.
Was that it?
Was it Cinderella
shit.
Man? Remember
We're
that?
gonna go back and watch that now. We got a movie.
Have you ever seen that?
You know what? It's been a while. It's been a while. I didn't know he was a boxer in that.
I watched that in Calipat 4-Yard. I think it was like 2006. We're on lockdown, and I watched that. And just to see the man struggle to fight, you know, he was up here, and then the Great Depression hit, and now he's got to work the docks, and his, you know, they got a piece of fucking bologna on the stove, and he's struggling, and everybody that, you know, that was a part of his promotion or whatever, they just left him hanging, and it was just such an emotional story of one man's struggle, you know, and so there's a lot of us, brother, that. We're not fighters, but we are fighters, right? In life, right? Yeah, you know, in life. And we have the dog in ourselves as well. Like I'll say, I have the dog in me. Do I have any closer skill set as you? Fuck no, you know what I mean? But I'm still a fighter though, you know?
Yeah, no.
I am a fighter because I have probably what you have in you, but I just didn't go that route, right?
Yeah,
you know? And I remember I was sitting on my bunk on Calipat 4-Yard. We were on a lockdown, and I was watching the movie. And I had to put myself back because I didn't want my cellie to see me, dog. But it brought tears to my eyes just because, you know, you feel one man's pain and struggle in life, and I think that's what brings us together as just as men in a different caliber of man. You know what I mean? And so I just like I love. Like I appreciate and I respect what you do because you're one of them dudes, bro. You're one of them dudes talking about. You know, you had to fucking humble yourself, you know, a fighter, you know what I mean? You ferocious, you fucking animal, king of the jungle. But people don't understand that for individuals to get themselves to that point, you know, they really have had some humble times in their life where maybe you just wanted to give up. Did you ever feel like giving up? Man,
there's so many times that I thought about giving up. One of them, I mean, even when the pandemic happened and they locked me out of my gym and no fights were going on, I never thought I was going to fight again. I gained like 60 pounds and fucking I was fat as fuck, like coming back into when they first started opening things. And I had to also fall back in love with just training because I didn't ever see myself training to fight, but I was so used to train to fight, to make it to the fight, that I didn't really have that love like when I first started, just to train. And I had to fire that back up. And then all of a sudden, we were getting ready, and then we got a call on a whisper like, hey, Anderson Silva's son, fighters rep, Sil Beach, West Coast title, are you interested? Yeah, we're interested. And then, they declined the fight. A couple weeks later, hey, their opponent dropped out. Do you want to step back in? Fuck yeah, let's go. And we did that one. That was one of the biggest fights of my career right there, coming back off the pandemic when I didn't think I was going to fight. West Coast champion.
Congratulations on that, brother. You know what I want to do? I want to take a quick break right now. Let's take a quick break right now. Yeah, and we're going to be back with Vinny, baby. Appreciate you guys.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You can't be worried, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang robotics. Hang with the wolves or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You can't be worried, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
For my thoughts, I still can't make a dollar. Anybody home, Mr. 38 revolver. Holla, Lord, I need change. Heard you heal the hurt, I heard you kill the pain. Homie down the street, you left them dead in the dirt. Now his mama growing grays. Clouds in the skies leave tears on the grave. No smile on the face, just another t-shirt. Small funeral, see his girl.
I'm gonna pay some bills real quick. Go ahead, we're still good, bro. Go ahead, hit that, bro. Hit that. Let me pay some bills. I apologize to you guys, man. I had to use the restroom real quick. Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this, guys. Hey, many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home. Let's go ahead and lock that door now, bro. Enough of that in and out right there, bro. And tell that dude that's a wrap, dog. Yeah, that's a wrap on that, dog. And I apologize about that, brother. It's distracting, bro. It's not cool. Many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case. Nuh-uh. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors find ugly homes to flip. This is how home flippers buy their homes, okay? Call Andrew now and see what they can do for you and your family. And that phone number is 626-825-6565. All right, looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up at Killa Kush _420. Matter of fact, I got 2 locations for you right now, and that is True Organics Whittier, which is 13800 Leffingwell Road in Whittier, and the second location where you get the Killa Kush is East LA Exotics, which is 6009 East Olympic Boulevard. All right, looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles? Look no further. Doug Sherrod is our guy, and he can be your guy as well. Mr. Sherrod used to be a federal prosecutor as well as a district attorney for the city of Los Angeles. He didn't like the unfair politics on that side of the fence and always going to bat for individuals who have been wrongfully accused or just had a bad weekend. All right, you can reach our criminal defense attorney at KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County, stand up. Gutter Phenom is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come through and what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Please, guys, support my brother RJ, and that's gutterphenom.com. He out of Orange County. He's a good-ass white dude. That's my bro right there. That's my homeboy right there. His family, my family. Gutterphenom.com. Use Hoodstocks20, receive 20% off. Hey, another sponsor. Shout out to my boy Danny from La Conecta. And you guys go pick up some stuff from his website. That's shoplaconecta.com. And matter of fact, if you guys would, I'm going to be in San Antonio, Texas next week. And I'm going to be doing interviews out there in San Antonio, Texas, bro. If you guys would like to book an interview with Hoodstocks while we're out there on our San Antonio, Texas tour, please get at La Conecta, get at the homie Danny, and I believe his Instagram is at La Conecta brand. All right, prepare for blast off and embark on an interdimensional journey of self-discovery and exploration like never before. Introducing Rick and Morty interdimensional gummies. You guys already know this is the real deal right here. You know what I mean? This is not, this is for professionals. You a professional? You know what I mean? You like the mushroom? You vegetarian? Okay. Peak game. Go to IG at Rick and Morty Gummies Official. Tap in, and that's how you do it right there. Hey, we're also sponsored by Graphic Joe, baby. He does all our stickers. When you order from Hoodstocks, www.50racks.com, there's nothing there right now, but we're going to be restocking the website. But when you get stickers from us, it's from Graphic Joe. Follow him on Instagram at GraphicJoe_. All right, we are back with the big dog, Vinny, baby. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your patience, brother.
It's all good. I'm going to tap in with Graphic Joe.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you, 100%.
Yeah, I need some stickers, so.
Oh, I got you, brother.
Good.
Yeah, no, tap in with him and let him know, and then you just forward him the interview, and yeah, it's all easy, bro. He'll take care of you real nice, brother. But we were just talking about just the art, the struggle. I mean, what's one of your favorite fighting movies besides the one you mentioned earlier with Van Damme?
Definitely Rocky.
Yeah.
Definitely Rocky, but there's so many good Rockies, right? I want to say my favorite Rocky is Rocky 3, where he loses to Mr. T, who's Clubber Lang, and his trainer dies, right? Mickey, and then he has to come back and relearn how to box, like actually box, because he was considered like a brawler. And he had to come back and fight Clubber Lang and outbox him. So during the second half of the movie, you know, he's training a whole new training style. He's with a whole new camp. He's with Apollo Creed's trainer. And I just really fucking enjoy that one, man. That's my favorite movie. Rocky, definitely inspiration. For people who don't know, I go by the Mex-Italian Stallion. That's my fight name right there.
I like it, baby.
So that's how much I love Rocky, you know, because my pops is Italian. My pops is Italian. My last name is Familari, right? So my mom is Mexican, but when they told me, like, hey, you know, all the homies in the hood, like, you know, running the neighborhood or whatever, they're like, hey, what's up with you, fool? You look all MMA'd out right now. Like, you remind me of Rocky, huh, fool? You're like Rocky? And I was like, well, I'm like Rocky, but instead of the Italian Stallion, I'm the Mex-Italian Stallion. And that's how I got my name, you know?
I love it.
So, representing both nationalities and my mother and father.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I think right now it's time to pivot. It's time to pivot in this session we're having right here. I mean, one thing that we pride ourselves on is sharing people's, in the best way to promote yourself as an individual, people need to get to know you. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, we talked about all the fighting stuff, bro, but like, what got you to this point of fighting? I mean, where were you raised? Who were you raised with? Did you have mom and pops in your life? Tell us a little bit about your background, brother, of coming up.
Yeah, so I was raised like out of San Gabriel Valley my whole life. I've lived a lot of different places. I've had my mom and my pops in my life, but when I was young, you know, mom and pops they had some hectic ways. My pops is rugged. My pops was a union iron worker, local 416. Shout out to all the blue collar workers.
Yes, sir.
Rough fucking trade, man. Rough trade. And what my pops always told me, you know, my pops is the type that would come home and drink a 6-pack after work. And that's after he was up at 4 a.m., driving to work by 5 to be at the job site by 6. But I think at one time, as I put it together now, as, you know, a 36-year-old man thinking about my pops, like why he was the way he was as I grew up, is that I think my pops, low-key, he used to always kind of leak, like, oh, man, I used to sell more cocaine than Colombia, you know? Like, fucking, before you were born, boy, you don't even know. But that was a different life. But I think, honestly, he was living lavishly, like, you know what I'm saying? Pushing a little bit. And, you know, I used to have 3 girlfriends and carry 2 fucking pistols. And you know, like, my pops is a character, bro. If I had to explain my pops is like the real-life Nicky Barnes, Joe Pesci in the Goodfellas, right?
Yeah,
That's exactly how my pops was. Like, you couldn't say too much shit to him. He was very fucking serious, and he was short-tempered, short little motherfucker, and ready to get it on with anybody. He'd fight a fucking bear, you know what I mean? When I grew up with my pops, he was a little angry, kind of had a little drinking habit, you know? I mean, hey, we're not perfect, you know what I mean? But it's still a great man. I mean, that's a hard job, hard life. And my mom, my mom was a great mom, but I was the 3rd child. So my mom had a previous marriage, and I had 2 older brothers that are full Hispanic. Yeah. And that's kind of like the influence of like me like gearing towards my Hispanic side.
Yes.
My older brothers, they grew up out of like the city of Baldwin Park right there with their father, Mike Duran. Great man. I love him. God bless him. You know, my mom I think by her 3rd marriage and kind of, she had 3 kids with my dad, she was just tired, you know, and kind of maybe fell off a little bit in certain areas. And it was a little crazy. It was unstable at times. My mom and dad, they would be fighting, and you know, a little bit of crazy, like, I guess now you label it domestic violence. I'm not trying to share too much crazy shit, but my dad never hit her, but mom was just fucking crazy. She would go off, break everything, you know, just be wild, you know. My dad would let it be, but he would get angry and take it out in other places, like, not on us, like, as kids, but just maybe he would already be fed up and start fighting the neighbors or some crazy shit, you know. And unfortunately, my dad used to go to, when I was about 8, my dad would go back and forth to Vegas for work. So we lived here in La Puente in Valinda, and he would go to Vegas during the week, and he would come back on the weekends and then just, you know, stack dough. And at the time, you know, my mom was just like doing whatever she was doing, and there was a visitor at the house, and it was nothing like crazy, but I didn't think that person belonged there. And I told my dad when I talked to him on the phone, I told him like, hey, this guy was here, you know, I'm just letting you know, because I felt like it was something to just let him know, like, as being the eyes in the house when he wasn't there. I felt like it was a little disrespectful on that guy's end being at my house like that. And I let my pops know. My pops is crazy, like I said, and unfortunately my pops went down there, fucking threw the guy in the car, fucking kidnapped him, beat the fuck out of him, like all kinds of crazy shit, and had me with my uncle, my dad's good friend, and you know, told me, hey, was he there or not? And I knew that it wasn't going to be good for that guy if I said it, and I was like, nah, I wasn't there. And they ended up calling the cops, and they locked my pops up. We got busted. We were coming back to the house. They locked my pops up. I was about 8, and after that, we lived in Valinda, and we bounced around a lot. We moved to Azusa. We moved to West Covina. We were living with people, trying to get like Section 8 housing, settled up in Azusa. And then my mom met her new boyfriend. And of course, I was angry. I was probably like 9 or 10, waiting for my dad to get out. He had to do a couple years. And when my mom ended up moving to a little city, it's called Irwindale, a beautiful city. She moved with my stepdad there, and I wanted nothing to do with this. So when my dad got out of prison, I moved with him. We lived in Pomona, moved to Riverside, and then settled back down. My family, his parents, they lived in Covina. So I was always back and forth. I lived in a lot of different places, but like my high school years, settled in Covina and bounced and go see my mom in Irwindale, which is basically Covina. So that's the area I'm from. That's why when I come out and fight, I say I'm from the San Gabriel Valley because I grew up all over the San Gabriel Valley.
SGV, stand the fuck up.
That's it. Shout outs to everybody because I've lived in Azusa. I've lived in, I got family in Bowen Park, El Monte, Rolling Heights, La Puente, Hacienda Heights, all the way to Pomona and everywhere. So when I was first fighting, I was representing either the city of Irwindale or whatever, but nobody knows what the fuck Irwindale is. It's like 2 blocks. It's its own city. It's like Twilight Zone shit, low key.
Well, you think about the beer spot.
Yeah.
The 210.
Out the 210, that's
and then
it.
they got the Irwindale racetrack.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Santa Fe Dam.
And then you got the 605 freeway.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. So when I came back and I was like, man, how can I get people to really back me and be behind me, and not just represent a city, but represent all cities, because as a collective, I need everybody to get behind me as a fighter and get support and get the love. So when I came out for these last couple fights, I was fighting out of San Gabriel Valley, California, and that's how I got it. So I consider myself, being in that whole area. That's where I'm from,
And so through your adolescence growing up, high school, did you graduate high school?
Yeah. I mean, I had the easy classes, the little, you show up to class for RSP classes and they fucking mark you there and you basically pass, I mean,
did you play any sports or anything?
I didn't play any sports. I was a knucklehead when I was in high school, just running around, trying to be cool, trying to find myself, not really trying to fit in, but I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends that did play sports. I had some that didn't. And I had some that were running the streets, and some of them were doing the tagging thing, the tag banging, the gang banging, and I had a lot of friends. So I didn't really get into sports. I should have. I went to one of the best high schools for wrestling. It's called Northview High School, but I was there on and off because they kicked me out. I go to continuation, they sent me back and everything else. But the funny thing is I'm a pro fighter now and a professional athlete, but I never played sports or never did anything until I was 21 when I got into martial arts.
When you were 21, you got into martial arts. And what led you up to getting into martial arts? I mean, did you have any aspirations of what you wanted to do outside of martial arts? Or, speak on that.
I think what got me into martial arts is I've always, growing up in the 90s, I was a big pro wrestling fan. Yeah. Right? So I love pro wrestling.
Did you think it was real back then?
I mean, you wanted it to be, right? My dad would come in and be like, fuck that guy up. He'd be talking about Stone Cold and I'd be like, no, fuck no, Stone Cold, he'll probably get your ass, but you want it to be. You know what I realize now about pro wrestling is it was the male's soap opera, you know what I mean? Yes. It was the novellas for male, yes. I think my mom and my sisters had Days of Our Lives and all that. We had pro wrestling, you know? Yes. And that shit was lit. It would come on and you'd be fucking body slamming your little brother and wrestling your cousins and shit, trying to backyard wrestling with all the guys in the neighborhood or passing through. So I enjoyed that. I want to say that has a big part of me wanting to be somewhat of combative, and then also boxing, right? Boxing, like I said, Mike Tyson, De La Hoya, Chavez, and then just all the movies, everything was geared towards having muscles and fighting, Van Damme movies, Stallone movies, Schwarzenegger movies, right? So I think that all had an upbringing on pushing me to want to do something that was where you're strong and masculine.
But did you feel were you a tough guy in your younger years? I mean, did you, because you gotta be, bro, you gotta have something in you, and we talked about having the dog in you, right?
Yeah.
Did you always feel like the alpha male?
No, I mean, you know how I got tough? I got tough because I was always the weirdo in the neighborhood, and I moved around, right? I just said I moved around to many different cities. So if I lived in one city and it was for a year, you're not only the new kid, but you're the new fucking white kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In a Hispanic dominated area where fools just want to get on you. They want to test you or whatever. And you get picked on, and you're like, I don't really want to fight, you know, I don't really want problems. I just want to hang out and play. And then eventually you stand up for yourself, and then you're like, fuck, that wasn't so bad, you know, like.
I like that, bro. It wasn't so bad.
You know what I mean? You're like, fuck.
Look at him taking a dirt nap.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, man, that wasn't so bad. Like, if I got to do it again, then I'll do it again. And then you just learn how to be like, you know, somebody starts fucking with you, try to ignore it as much as you can. But then eventually you're like, all right, I already know this guy. I know what type of guy this is. I know where this has to go, so we can be friends. Right. Yeah. And then you end up throwing them and whatever. I mean, I got in my fair share of street fights. I was never like gangbanging, right? Like, there wasn't even too many gangbangs. Like, we were surrounded by neighborhoods, but there was never no neighborhoods where I was, you know? But like all the kids, like how it turns out, right? They're taggers, and then tagging turns into tag banging, and then tag banging turns into gang banging. So, you know, like the kids that want to be the tag bangers or whatever, like they were banging on me, and the gangsters and whatever. And like I caught a couple scraps, but I never was like, hey, I'm a tough guy, I'm a bad motherfucker, respect me, and like, you know, like run up on dudes or whatever. But like when they would run up on me like that, I would just look at them and just be like, hey, dog, like I don't want no problems, but I'm not no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to catch up a fair one, like we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got to jump you or ask my homies to show up. Like, me and you can handle whatever we can handle. You can get the fair one, and then we're cool or whatever, you know, we'll go on our way. So yeah, I did fight a while in the streets. That probably made it a little more comfortable to being for me to go in martial arts and thinking that, you know, I could take it somewhere. But it's a whole different game as well, you know.
Did you ever think about doing anything else besides fighting?
No, I just love fighting, I guess. No.
So it's been your passion since day one, since 21 years old, entering into martial arts.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was a big underground hip hop head when I was a teenager.
Let's go.
So I wanted to be like the next, like, Slim Shady, fucking.
So you were rapping?
Yeah, dog. Okay. I was. To be honest,
you want to spit a verse?
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'll well, maybe next time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time. You know, I got bars though. I got bars. You know,
Okay.
But I wanted to be like the next Vinny Paz or like Ill Bill or like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to relate myself to the light skinned rappers as well, but like a lot of cats that I really looked up to and brought my style up was like Ghostface, Sean Price, like, you know, a lot of dudes I liked.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like the next little like hip hop rapper kid, and then like with being inspired by like Wu-Tang and all that, they talked about martial arts and like whipping your ass and all that. And then I was like, I told my buddies, the ones who I started training with, I was like, yo, we should be like the first rappers that actually rap about what they do, which is fighting and training. And we'll get training footage and come out to our own walkout songs and all this stuff. But like, it took a whole lot longer to get good at martial arts and really get good and get in there before you got a little bit older, and then your friends disappeared and they fell out and dropped out. They don't rap no more. They don't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't record no more. They don't make beats no more. They don't do stuff. And then I just like really zoned in and zeroed into training and fighting and being a champion, you know?
And how does it, when it comes to, obviously, you know, you got to have a mad discipline and training. I mean, what is your weight that you fight at right now? First,
I'm fighting. My last fight, I fought at 180 because they asked me to fight at that. Yeah. But I fought at so many different categories of fighting. Like when you first got into fighting, I fought at 220, which right now I'm 200, right?
Yeah.
So I fought at 220. I fought at 200 after. Then I fought at like at those weight brackets, but those dudes are so much bigger than me. But I thought that's where I belong because I was like the natural walk around weight.
Yeah.
But I wasn't as fit and I didn't get it. You know, the first 3 fights that I fought when I was about 21, 22 were just like walking into a gym. I was training in the garage with 2 of my buddies, and then an actual Muay Thai gym in La Puente. Shout outs to Flores Muay Thai that was in La Puente. They would put on fights that are called smokers, unsanctioned fights.
Yes.
Right? So then they would have unsanctioned fights, but it was for their fighters and their friends that own gyms, those fighters of that gym, to fight whoever would show up and sign up to fight those guys. But those guys had ring experience. Those guys had actual coaches. They had actual training. Like, I was just doing the best with what fucking my friend learned at the Wednesday night tryout class. You know what I'm saying? And then I showed up, I watched the live fight, and they were going nuts for this guy, and I was like, you know what, I'll fight that motherfucker. Like, I don't think he's that great. And then they asked my friend 6 months later to fight, and I go, are you gonna fight? And he was like, nah. And I was like, fuck it, sign me up. Like, let's see what we can do. What are we training for, you know? And that's how I ended up fighting.
Yeah.
But you know, I kind of got thrown off. I'm sorry, I was going into so many things.
Brother. No, it's dope to hear, brother. I love it.
But you know, like it was just a little bit different, like getting there for me. Like I fell in love with it, you know. So I got my ass beat in their first 3 fights, and then it made me want to fucking get better and come back and run it back with the guys that beat me.
When you're in a fight, and a dude gets off on you, he gives you a good fucking shot, bro. He gives you a good shot. And so I've been on some street fights before where, you know, I've gotten a couple good shots and it can potentially fuck your head up a little bit, right? It can deter you from maybe having the confidence you had going into the fight. I mean, how does one train for something like that? I mean, besides just getting hit and learning from it, maybe. I don't know. Like, you know, have you been hit with a fucking good shot and then it's just like, fuck, dude, that dude just drained some of my confidence? Or
a little bit, yeah. Actually, the first fight that I ever got in, when I signed up and ended up fighting that dude, he hit me with the step knee to the liver. I've never been liver shotted in my life. And let me tell you guys, if you've never been hit with a good fucking liver shot, I can catch shots to the head and the chin and the face all day. But when you get hit to the body like that, that shit is a different feeling. I
got hit in the liver with a celly of mine in Chino State Prison, bro, on a violation. I think we were in Cyprus, and we were giving body shots to each other.
Okay.
You know, and I had never been hit in my liver, you know, so bop, I hit him. But like, what's up, fool? I mean, because we were kind of like, you know, there's the testosterone was flowing in there, and I don't know, maybe we, you know, whatever. Maybe we were just like filling each other out. You know, this is what men do or what animals do sometimes. You know, stuck in a cell, and the dude hit. First time I've ever been hit with a liver shot. He hit my liver, and I folded, bro, and I could not do nothing after that. That just fucking. I mean,
it's it. That's it. It's a wrap.
It's like, a wrap when you get hit with that liver shot, right?
Because your brain is saying, come on, get up. Your heart is saying, come on, get up. But your fucking organ seized up on you and shut down your whole body.
Yes.
Yeah, it's no joke. So when I got hit with that broke my confidence. And I'll tell you, that was in the first round in my first fight ever. And I stood up and kind of looked at my corner and I wanted to quit. I didn't want to be there after that, after I got up. And I had some people there and I didn't quit and I ended up making it to the third round. But yeah, no, I've been hit with shots that kind of like break your spirit. But
yeah, that's exactly breaking your spirit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they break your spirit. But as you go on with like training and okay, so you can only learn shit like right there on the spot live, right? I don't know what a liver shot it feels like until somebody hits me with it. So how do I know how to overcome it? It might broke my spirit a little bit there, but now that I'm familiar with it, you learn how to gear past it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like gear past, like, oh shit, that guy rocked me with the big right hand. That shit kind of shook me up and I'm wobbled. But then you learn like, okay, I've been rocked on my feet, but I've learned how to work past it and I've learned how to like survive the moment. And then later it becomes like second nature, you know, it kicks in because you've been there. It's familiar ground.
Absolutely, brother. Do me a favor, brother, and maybe react with the chat a little. I gotta pee again. I'm sorry. I have 8 little today, bro.
Nah, it's no worries at all. No worries. I'm trying to look on the chat. Now you're good.
Yeah, but those smokers, you know, those smokers, they're no joke, huh?
Yeah.
I have more experience in the smoker events than, you know, like the amateurs, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, the smokers are still fights, bro. Yeah, they're just not sanctioned by the.
Yeah, they're not sanctioned
by the. They're basically not fucking taxed, right? They're not taxed by the fight commission, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, they're still fights, you know. What's up with the chat right there? What's up with the chat? How you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. July 12th. Temecula, California, bare knuckle fighting championships, second ever bare knuckle boxing legal card in California. We're getting ready for that right now. Hey, we're looking for sponsors. People will want to get on the banner. People will want to get on the shorts. People will want to get on the fight shirts. Reach out. You guys can tap in. We got my social media. You can message me directly. Vinny Fam00. That's V as in Victor, I as in Ida, double N as in Nancy, Y as in Yo-Yo, F as in Frank, A as in Mary, or A as in Anthony, M as in Mary 00. Vinny Fam00 on Instagram. Hit me up. We're looking for sponsors. If you guys want to get on the team, we're open for it. Let's talk.
I want to open up the phone line, bro. Let's do that. Let's open up the phone line. Let's have fun, guys. This has been dope. This has been a glorious day right here at Hoodstock's history. You're part of a very historical day here at Hoodstock's, brother. I mean, real stuff, bro.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys all having us on, giving us the opportunity and platform to be seen.
This is what we do right here at Hoodstock's, brother. You know what I mean? And after this, we are family, bro. Like, we build bridges around here. I used to burn them all the time, bro. Yeah. I used to burn them. I used to burn bridges, bro. Well,
they say that you can burn bridges and you can also go back and rebuild them.
Yeah, for sure. And I would say that, here, let's get this phone call right here. All fighters, call in, baby. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
I want to wrestle with K9 with Baby Oil right now.
Why do these dudes always want to wrestle with K9 with Baby Oil? It's strange, brother. It's strange.
Is that K9 in the back right there?
K9 was a dude that was sitting here earlier. But
okay.
K9's got ants in his pants, bro. He cannot stay still for some reason. The future, man. I mean, congratulations on being a father, a new father. I want to talk about fatherhood with you, but hold on. Excuse me, bro. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Bessie?
What's up, my G?
Right here, calling from ATL, Georgia.
Hey, Atlanta, baby, in the house. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right, Lucky. Tell them what's up. We got love for you out here.
I know you guys do, brother. I know you do. I fuck with the ATL big time, brother. Hey, we got the homie Vinny right here, bro. Talk to the homie, dog.
All right, check this out, Esther. I got a question for you, Esther.
Shoot it.
Can I get a moment of your time?
Yes, you can. We're right here.
Yeah,
you got it all.
Hey, no taking that. Lucky knows what's up.
Let's go.
That's right, Dougie. Yeah, 10 into it, baby. 10 into it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
What's up? How you guys doing, homie?
We're good. How are you?
Good, homie. Hey, Vinny. So I have a homie that has a penis pump company.
Tell him we need him. Tell him shoot it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
His name's K9.
Hey, fuck! All sponsors are good sponsors, right?
Hey, we were taking them all. We're interested in talking. Let's go.
Can you imagine?
Pump it up.
Nah.
Sponsored by Double Whammy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And pressured bullfighting, just a dildo, two fucking fat hands at the end.
Hey, Lucky, we gotta call K9 the penis pump tailor because they'll come and fucking fit you up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us, man. What up? Oh, fucking lost it. These fucking guys, man, are characters right here.
Hey,
dog.
it's funny, bro. I love it.
Let's get this next phone call right here. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Yo, Vinny.
Yo.
It's Manny, dog, your brother.
Manny, how are you?
What's up, dog? Fucking Hoodstock, baby.
That's it. Let's go.
Fucking Hoodstock, fresh out the pit, baby. You made it, my boy.
That's it, bro. I knew you would love this one, huh?
I'm proud of you, dog. I love you.
It's for the real ones, bro.
Yes.
It's for the real ones.
Yes,
right
sir,
here,
dog. The higher the socks, Betito.
That's it. That's it.
I love you, dog. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, bro. Love you too. Appreciate
What's
the
up,
call.
Lucky?
What up, baby? Appreciate you, doggy.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's dope. You guys keep on calling in, man. This is a fucking celebration today right here. And we got the homie Vinny right here. Bare knuckle fighting champion, baby. This boy is a champion in the first ever sanctioned bare knuckle fighting championship in California. And this dude, man, bro, you are cemented in the legacy of the bare knuckle fighting. Someone come through and fix that mic for him real quick, please.
I got it.
Nah, he got you, bro. He got you. Yeah, just it went a little limp, bro. You know what I mean?
We need that pump.
that phone, baby. Hey, you know, I have a question. Hold on, let's get this phone call right here. I got more questions for you, brother. You got a little more time for me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, it's Jose. What's up, Lucky?
What's up, Jose?
For Vinny, the question's for Vinny. Like, so you didn't decide to go the MMA route? You want to do straight boxing?
That's a great question. The goal was MMA when I first started out, but I have some crazy injuries, bro. And I started, mind you, I started when I was 21, but I didn't get serious until I was probably about 25, like actually competing again in California in real sanctioned fights. Once I hit 27, I was like, hey, like, what do I do? You know, like, am I just doing this for sport, or am I going to really try to pursue this as a professional? And I did. And during that time, I was like, well, I only have so much body. You know, I only have so much body and wear and tear. So when I was training to do MMA, I had got in and I already had 3 kickboxing matches before I ended up at King's MMA in Huntington Beach, where I went for MMA training. But the MMA route, it was a little harder with having to do jiu-jitsu, having to do wrestling, having to do, you know, boxing or Muay Thai. And it was just like a little too much on me. And I was like, you know what? I already have experience in kickboxing and Muay Thai, and I'm pretty good at it. I might as well just stick with this and go down this route. So that's what I ended up doing. But I mean, before I retire, I would like to get an MMA fight. I've been talking to some promoters. Shout outs to King of the Cage, big promotion out of Southern California. And if they could give me a dude that actually agrees, like, hey, both of you guys are strikers, so let's see you stand up and strike, I'm down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
So, yeah.
I have another question. Like, when you guys get injured, like, you get your orbital bone fractured and you guys require medical attention, who pays for that? Is that all out of your pocket, the fighter's pocket, or does the promotion and the venue help pay for that stuff?
So when you get injured, if you claim the injury, and it's a legit promotion with a legit, you know, sanctioned fight, they usually have fighter insurance. They're required to get fighter insurance that has to cover so much of like whatever your injury is. Like if they break your hand or whatever, but I've heard of fighters getting fucked a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Like when you guys, like, does it come out your purse? I was like, man, because if you lose and then you have to pay for like surgeries, I'm like, it's basically like not making nothing.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, the promotion's usually supposed to cover it. Like if you claim it within a certain timeline, like you got to claim it the day after or 3 days after, you know, a week after at least. But yeah, they're supposed to cover it. But a lot of fighters I've heard, you know, and I know personally, even myself, we get fucked with the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But thanks for that information, because I always thought about that for a long time. I just didn't know how it worked.
Yeah,
and I did my own, I trained in Muay Thai or kickboxing. I did at the yard at Joe Schilling's gym here in Boyle Heights.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to Joe Schilling. Shout out to the yard.
Yeah, he's good, man. Did you ever think about doing that too, like Glory, like
The goal was Glory. The goal was Glory. Shit, I'll still fight in Glory. I'm talking to a promotion right now for K1 Kickboxing. Just to let you know what he's talking about. Glory is a kickboxing organization, and it's one of the best, right?
Yes.
But Glory,
Joe Rogan talks a lot about that.
Yeah, exactly. In Glory, it's kickboxing. So kickboxing rules are different from Muay Thai rules, different from, you know, different rule settings, because there's different weapons that you can throw and different weapons that you have to defend. And Muay Thai, in Muay Thai you can elbow and you can clinch, like actually hold on to each other, but in kickboxing you can't throw elbows and you can't clinch. They break it immediately, almost like boxing.
Wow.
So the rules are different, but yeah, Glory was my goal, and hey, I'll fight in Glory if hopefully they're watching right now. Hey, call me.
Yes, call him. Call him. But yes, sir.
Hey, Lucky.
Yes.
So have you had Joe Schilling on your podcast yet?
No, I haven't, brother.
Okay, I was just wondering if you had enough.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, brother. Next phone call. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
K9, I got the slip and slide ready. Come over.
You fucking animals, bro. I love you guys. I love you so much, guys. You guys really bring smiles to my faces, man. And you guys know I want you guys to call and talk shit. Hey, Hood Stocks, talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Best? Right here, calling from ATL, Georgia. Check this out. Talking about kickboxing. I want to tell you guys the best exercise you can do to learn how to kickbox And hey, I'm just an amateur, but what helped me out was I would order some shit from Amazon. All right, some shit I need, right? Bam, I get that shit. Then I fucking get the box, empty the contents, get the box, and I put it on the floor, and I start kicking this thing, and fucking bam, that helped me out. That's it. To be a better kickboxer.
Hey, you're on Hoodstocks Talk to Us. I don't know what the fuck that dude's talking about.
Shout out to Drews.
I think this is Nemic right here. Nemic, what up?
What's up, OG?
What up, doggy? What's cracking, dog? What makes you calling? You ain't ever calling, dog. What's up, homie?
Hey, it's my brother right here, man. But the homie Jambo, dog. I had to come in and
okay.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, were you on Hoodstocks?
Yeah, he's been on Hoodstocks.
You been on Hoodstocks?
Yeah, he was with Hoods. He got on us when we were in our first location when we were on Wabash and Evergreen at our old studio. Yeah, he was actually our first. He was our first guest when we got to that studio location. Yeah, what's up, Nemic?
Nah, hey man, I pretty much just had to come out here, salute the homie, vouch for the homie. The come up is real. 626 is nothing to fuck with, dog.
Hell no,
Jambo
man.
keep killing that shit. You already know,
That's
papa.
it, bro. Hey, does Jambo got bars or what?
Hey, that's another reason. This motherfucker Jammer right here, old school Covina legend when it comes down to getting them bars in. Irwindale legend, you know what time it
That's how we
is.
know each other. There's a little history on that. Yeah, but love you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let me know about your next show, bro. Invite me. I want to come out and support you.
Easy call, homie. I'll talk to you soon, G.
All right, dog.
Hey, keep killing it, dog.
Yes, sir. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
I want to wrestle with K9 with baby oil.
K9 is a fucking hot gay commodity right now. Hey, hold on. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hello. Am I live?
Maybe. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, Vince, it's me, Alfredo.
What's up?
What's up, dog? Nice seeing you.
Hey, you as well, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I was checking you out, dog. I wish you luck.
Thank you. Next fight, 7-12 Temecula Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, second bare knuckle boxing card in the history of California.
Sheesh.
We're ready to represent, bro. So
Yeah.
Hey, can I walk down with you on the shit, bro?
oh, bro, I would love that, bro.
Hey.
We gotta get Hoodstocks. We gotta get a Hoodstock sponsor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we
Hey,
got you,
hey,
bro.
guys,
I mean,
hey.
I don't know how much it's gonna be, baby.
Hey, Vince.
Will we get your shorts? No, I don't know. What the fuck? We'll figure it out, bro. We'll figure it out, dog. We on the come up right now.
Vince,
We gotta
Vince.
start getting some money, dog.
Vince.
What's up?
Hey, fuck that insurance, dog. We just go to the county hospital or the county jail. I mean,
Fuck no.
Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
What up, man? Hey, Vinny, this is Dr. Rigo, man.
Rigo.
I just want to tell you, I'm going to be ready to watch you fight on July 12th, bro. Keep up what you're doing, and let's go get that shit, bro.
Thank you so much, bro. Greatly appreciated. I'm here to put on. I mean, like, my win is everybody's win because I'm the people's champ, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm here putting on for the people, the regular dads, the regular blue collar workers, the people that are fucking, you know, just not quitting no matter what. So, I appreciate it. You know, I plan on putting a great fight for the people every time, and I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you.
A lot of love right now, baby. Appreciate you calling.
Thank you,
brother.
man.
Yes, sir. I had to cut him off because it was fucking.
Nah, no worries.
He had his TV on in the background. Let's talk about this, bro. Let's talk about this, dog. Since we have the. Well, hold on. Let me get this phone call. I want to say some shit to you right now, and I'm going to say it, but I don't want to. Hey, Hoodstocks, baby, what you got to say to the homie Vinny right here, baby?
Yo, what's up? Lucky it's that homie from Pacoima. What's cracking?
What's up, fool? Hey, dog, you talk to us, brother.
Man, it's been a long time, man.
It has been. It doesn't have to be either, but, you know, you've been busy, correct?
No, I still been in the garage, man.
Doing what?
Well, every time I call, you say that I probably live in a garage and I'm on food stamps.
I don't remember saying that, but it sounds like something that I would say. You know what I mean? So, hey, I apologize.
What's up, Vinny?
What's up?
Hey, man, hey, keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, much appreciated. Thank you. Next fight. 712 Temecula. Hey, a matter of fact, you guys can tune in on Fubo Sports on the BKFC app. $7 for the pay-per-view.
I'm gonna get it now just because of you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it,
just
bro.
Of you, bro.
Thank you. And you can get it just for that card, and then you can.
I'm gonna get it for the whole card, bro.
Yeah.
Bullshitting, though.
Yeah. So tune in. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We need it all.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to the homie Vinny, baby. SGV.
What's up, SA?
What up, my boy? Who we talking to right here?
What's up, man? This is the big M Dog from Atlanta, Georgia.
What up, M Dog? What they call you M Dog for, bro?
That's right. Hey, Lucky, I just got one question for you, home.
What the fuck is it, bro? What?
Can I get a moment of your time?
Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Lucky, what's cracking, homie?
Shit, chilling, baby. Right here with us, bro. With us, doggy. Chilling, doing what we do,
keep that
baby.
fucking podcast up, homie. You fucking spitting that fire shit.
Let's go, baby. Number one.
Hell yeah, dog.
Number
Vinny.
one in the city, baby. Number one in the
That's
city,
right.
homie.
Orange County in the motherfucking house, homie.
Yeah, shout out to the homie from Orange County.
OC, baby.
Where at? What's the city?
OC, great.
Santana, homie.
Oh, Santana.
Yes,
damn, bro. Hey,
Let's
shout
go.
out to the homie in Santana. I got a lot of friends and family in the OC and Santana as well. So, respect.
Hey, what's props to you, homies, dog?
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So your wife is a fighter too?
Yes.
Does that make it easier to be in the fight game because she understands the real struggle?
Fuck. Yeah, bro.
How did you meet her, bro, if you don't mind me asking?
We met through training and fighting. I knew her cousin through like mutual friends, like in high school, just passed through, like, hey, what's up? And then I ended up knowing like her brother. Is kind of funny. Like, it's like God placed all these people in our lives to connect us later down the road, right? I knew her brother. I have my older son. He's 17. My son Vincenzo, I love dearly. I had him in skate lessons with her brother, so I knew her brother before I knew her cousin before I knew her, and then her dad actually is she had it, and then we just became friends, bro. We became friends, and then from friends,
Live that we're still live. Yeah. Take that off that camera. I'm sorry. Go ahead and go.
Nah, no worries.
I saw it reconnecting, and sometimes when it reconnects, that means it went off the live.
Okay.
Yeah. Check the live. Make sure we're still live, bro.
Does it say live on top?
No, it reconnected, and when it does that reconnect.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like we're still good. Are we still good on the live? Long pause. Okay, so there was a long pause. We still on. Lucky didn't pay the internet bill. It's still good. Are we still good right now? Because it went off in a long pause, guys. Rick, are we still good? Shout out to my boy Droops. Droops is recovering right now. Droops is out of the hospital, baby.
Hey.
Droops is out of the hospital, baby.
That's right.
Are we still good, guys? Yeah, we still good. All right, we still good. Sorry about that, guys. I seen it, and sometimes when it does the reconnecting thing, then we just we gone. You know what I mean? But this time it fucking put us back because we got the big dog right here. And so I'm sorry, brother.
No worries.
So
we met through training.
You met through training, bro.
We met through training. We became friends through training. I wanted to support her and like leading up to her fights and kind of seeing that things she needed working on, that she was good at and that she can get better at, and we'd help each other, and then we just hang out. Like, it's crazy because us training, like, we train all fucking week, grind all week, and then we'd be so shot out by the weekend we didn't really go out. So when she would be like, hey, do you want to hang out like on the weekends? I'd be like, I ain't doing shit. I'm just laying down. And she'd be like, that fucking sounds pretty good, actually, because she was doing the same shit I was doing, which was pushing her body to the max, exhausting herself, getting ready for fights. So then we just started hanging out on the weekends on our rest days. And we fell in love on our rest days. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with her on our rest days. So.
Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Muay Thai and chill.
Muay Thai and chill. What is the mindset that you have to be a fighter? Because I find it so interesting, brother, and I hear it all the time, that people talk about individuals that perform good in the gym. Right? They're great fighters in the gym, but when they get under that spotlight, they're not the same fighter You know, so I think at the end of the day, it comes to a mental thing. Like, you can have all the skills in the world and be great, and you could be a great singer in the shower, so to speak, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
You can be a great singer in the shower, but when you're on the stage, that's where it counts. So what separates those from say you know what I mean? You know, they can get under the spotlight and perform and get the job done.
I think I like being in the spotlight to a degree, and I think that comes from like doing like the hip hop. I think because when I used to go to open mics and freestyle at open mics, or have to do like sets and do like 15-minute sets and be a hype man and back up people and do crowd control and stage control and all that was like under the lights, or like a big spot where it's like, fuck, I can't fuck up. I need to really perform and be confident and show that. So I think that's one thing that made me able to go like in rings and in front of the crowd and master those nerves and those feelings and just be honed in on what I need to do, which is me and my opponent. But not only that, they say like, don't worry about what your opponent is going to do to you. Worry about what you're going to do to your opponent. Whew. And then do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like, you know, there's a lot of people that are great on pads, great in the gym, great in sparring, right? And then when they do go and fight, I've seen dudes fucking lose fights, like fight after fight after fight, that had a perfect camp, looked crispy, looked great, stayed on their running, stayed on their diet. They're like, had no excuse to lose, but then they just freeze up when they get in there. You know what I mean? And that's just something where you learn how to master it. You learn how to be the master and control your environment. And they also say with fighting is controlled chaos. So you have to learn how to control the chaos.
You know what's so crazy that you say that? Control chaos. So I'm gonna compare it to maybe things that I've been through in my past. There can be shots being fired and this and that, and I can be calm under that and know what I need to do in a calm manner. Why? Because I've been through that before, and we're talking about controlled chaos, right? Yeah. You know, and you know, when bullets are flying and shit, some people can fight or flight type of shit. You know what I mean? Or you can be in control and understand that, hey, been through this before. Let me navigate through this storm right now. You know, and that takes probably trial and error, so to speak, right?
Definitely.
You know, like experience.
Yeah.
You know, which makes cats OGs in the street game, right?
Yeah.
You know, because the OG in the street game is going to react to a chaotic moment of maybe a bar brawl or, you know, shots being fired on the block. That one dude is going to... I want to share this story real quick one time. So one time my homeboy, my OG homie, got kicked out, right? You know what I mean? And we're on this street called Strickland in my neighborhood. And he said, hey, dog, fuck it. Let's go do a beer run and this and that. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop, you know? And we didn't realize until we went to do the beer run that the fool was just hungry, bro. You know what I mean? So while we were getting the beer, bro, he was calmly making his hot dogs at the 7-Eleven, you know? Guns, grabbing the beer, this and that. We're like, where the fuck's this fool at? And he goes, hey, dog, hey, you guys want a hot dog too? Like, he put all the fixings on his hot dogs. You feel me? Talking about controlled chaos. Like, he an OG in the game. We're fucking like, rah, rah, rah. I mean, youngsters fucking getting our shit. We got the strap out, this, that, and the other beer runs, right? You know what I mean? Back in the day, right? Everybody's done them and shit. You know what I mean? Nobody was harmed in the act of this, right? And he was calmly fixing up all his food. He came out with 3 hot dogs, 2 nachos, and I believe he had a couple hot Cheetos open with cheese in them. Real story.
Yeah.
Real story. His wife kicked him out, so now he's on the block with the homies, and he was hungry. Yeah. You know? He pumped us up to do the beer run. But, I mean, experience is key, right?
Yeah.
Experience in whatever you're doing in a controlled chaos environment.
If you can weather the storm, right?
If you can weather the storm, but if you're not weathering the storm, then it's like, damn, you you see it slowly progressing to the wrong side of like what you there to accomplish, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope that wasn't too much and retarded.
No, not at all. Not at all, bro. I was there. not there, but you experience moments like that where you're just like, damn, I remember,
It takes experience.
Yeah, things getting comfortable. Like, well, it's like not even a second thought. You're like, oh, this is just every day, right?
And that comes with fighters and having experience and having an whatever the record is, and saying, hey, I've been here before.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm down on the cards right now. Okay, I need to fucking regroup.
Yeah,
I need to step it up. If you have a corner, and your corner's telling you what you need to do, but at the end of the day, it's ultimately up to you. Of what you need to get in there and do, and just like fucking step it up and weather the storm, like we said, right?
Definitely. I've almost been knocked out in the first round, weathered the storm, and made the 8 count, and then made like the last minute and a half or minute through the round of almost being finished, and then coming back and stealing the fight. Like,
that is crazy, and that's something that we love as men. Alpha males love the comeback shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did you feel about the Wilder fight that he fought the big Asian dude? Bro, is it time for that dude to hang the gloves up? Have you seen anything of that?
I seen it. I seen the clip of it.
It's kind of crazy the way he got turned around, and he didn't get turned around from a punch. He got turned around from just like
it was a jab, I think.
He got turned around from a missed jab, but they hit his arm and turned him around. But that dude came and then bop. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just lighted him out.
I mean, I hate to be the one to say, yeah, it's time to hang the gloves up, because like, fighters are going to have losses. Like, let me say this for any fighters that's starting out, or anybody that has maybe just a few fights, like, you're going to lose, but you don't stop. Like, you learn. Like, if you can lose a fight, but if you learn, then you got what you needed out of that fight. Like, and you're just not going to win them all if you fight enough and long enough, Like, it might be a bad call from the judging. It might just be a bad performance. It might have been you had a bad weight cut and didn't hydrate correctly. I mean, there's a lot of different factors, right? Maybe you had an injury, whatever. But, like, you're not going to win them all. And just because you start losing, the people from the outside, especially if they don't really train or they don't understand, or even people that are close to you, like, hey, you lost that fight. Like, maybe you should just like think about retiring. Maybe you should find a different career. Maybe you should find a different job, or maybe, we know you love it, but maybe you should find something else that you're passionate about that makes sense. But like, hey, like I can only say, if you have a good corner around you, a good coach, and good people around you, they're going to tell you like, hey, nah, we don't want you going in there and taking any more damage. You took enough. But like, just because you catch a loss or you get knocked out doesn't mean that you're exactly done. Who knows what happened? Like, I've been there. I've been knocked out and for fights, and I came back and I fucking won. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My first championship I ever won, I was on a five fight winning streak, and I was on a tear, and for sure I thought I was going to smoke this dude. I sparred Giga Chikadze at King's MMA in Huntington Beach, one of the world's best strikers, one of the top, I think, 5 to 10 in UFC.
You okay with this?
Nah, please.
Okay.
And he concussed me a little bit with just clean shots, and I went back and fought like about 2 weeks later, but I didn't understand that I was still concussed, and the dude hit me with just a simple cross, and I went down. And I got up and fucking, I thought I was okay. They didn't give me an 8 count because it looked like a slip, but I was spinning. I walked forward and my legs gave out on me on the 3rd step.
Wow.
And then he hit me again and put me out cold.
Wow.
And in front of my whole family, in front of everybody, right? And I didn't wake up for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes on the ground, I guess. I mean, you don't remember because you wake up. It feels like you're just waking up when you're knocked out. When you get knocked out, you feel like you're just waking up. Yeah. You don't know what happened, But I didn't quit, and I came back about 2 months later, and I got a win, and then I got another shot at the title. I fought the best guy in California, and I got a questionable TKO, and when I got that questionable TKO, I lost that second run for the title, and I didn't quit. I fought 2 more times. I got another shot for that title, and I fought a 5-round fucking war versus a zombie, and I won that title. But if I would have quit that first time when people were telling me to quit, then I never would have got to where I am now as being fucking the up and coming California bare knuckle fighting champion, fucking on the rise, representing the SGV in LA on hood stocks, motherfucker.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, we don't quit. Fuck that, you know? So, I mean, as far as, you know, to answer the question, I know getting off on the rants or whatever, like, I won't say it's his time to hang him up, but you'll have to figure it out. I mean, I feel like you'll know when it's your time to hang it up, you know? And even I had questions of, like, is it my time to hang it up? Should I quit? You know, because the odds are against me. I'm 36. I'll be 37 in July 1st. And, you know, I'm considered old. You know what I mean? But I'm like, fuck you. Age is just a number. Like, I'm ready. I'm raw. I'm more than ready than when I was fucking 27 training, you know, at going into being 37. So I'm ready. I guess I'll know when I'm done. But, you know, there's been a couple of times where I'm like, fuck, I'm getting older. These injuries, I'm not healing as quickly. Like, this is a lot of like time chasing the stream, and like it's not paying out. I'm not making money. Like, is it even worth it? I just want a regular fucking job, a regular 9 to 5. I just had a baby. I'm still not getting paid. These promotions that I'm talking to don't want to pay me shit. You know, should I just quit? Should I just retire? But then if I quit and I retired, I wouldn't have made my debut and had the fight that I had, and I wouldn't be on the climb in the next couple fights. Be able to say that, hey, I belong there with the Mike Perrys.
Yes.
I belong there with Nate Diaz, you know, which they're talking about a fight of him coming in September. It might be up here
so
like
bare knuckle fighting.
To bare knuckle fighting, yeah.
That's gonna launch bare knuckle fighting championship to a whole nother level.
Yeah. They're talking about him coming. There's a lot of shit that's going on with this company, and like how you asked me earlier, am I a company man? Like, hey, I'm here to stay. I'm here to ride with this company as long as they fucking, as long as they pay me. You know what I'm saying? To where it makes sense for me to take time off of actual chasing work, because I do electrical on this. I do whatever. You know, I do electrical. I'll fucking hustle. I'll do whatever I can.
Electrician?
Well, I try to get in the union. I apply, but I do side electrical for you know, helping out a friend, trying to learn as much as I can. I've been applying any job I can, bro. The thing is I just have some work boots. If you say there's fucking work to get done, I'm there working. You know.
You know who you're talking to right here, right now, right?
No.
You don't know what I do for a living?
No.
Well, for sure ain't this, brother.
Really? Yeah, okay.
No, I'm an IBW Local 11 journeyman.
No shit, bro. Yeah, damn, boy.
Certified for the state of California,
damn,
baby.
Boy.
Yeah, homie.
Hey, it's funny because when we got back from Mexico, I told in January, I told my wife, just fucking apply for all the unions, linesman, electrical. I like doing electrical, but she applied for me, and I just took my test, so that I'm on the 2-year waiting list.
For what?
To
IBW Local 11?
Yeah. I just took the test right here. Isn't it in Commerce?
Yes.
Right?
On Garfield, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just took the test I think
that is my union, sir.
Yeah, I just took the test like 4 weeks ago.
Imagine this guy. This fuck up right here. Hey, fucking Vinny. This guy, this fuck up, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking spaghetti and meatballs, dog, all over your face, dog. Fuck you, bitch. Hey, but yeah, dog, I fucking I'm an electrician, brother, and I'm a journeyman electrician.
Fuck yeah!
And it's the greatest thing that I've ever done with my fucking life, bro. Hey. So if you have, I can help you get in the short route, but that's only if you have a non-union electrical contractor paycheck stub.
Yeah. I had all that. I needed that to apply to do the test.
Well, there's a thing called getting organized in, which you do a rodeo, and you don't gotta stand in line with all them little young ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm gonna plug you in, baby.
Got it. Well, hey, we'll talk. We're talking here, but we'll talk more later. I got your number. It's locked in, so I will reach out to you.
I want everybody to give it up for Vinny.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, baby! Bare knuckle fighting champion right here, bro.
No.
Fucking first ever, dog. How can people support you, bro? Give all your fucking shout outs, brother.
You know what? Can I shout out my sponsors, my personal sponsors?
Yes.
I want to shout out Train and Fuel Meals. Thank you for sponsoring me and helping me stay on my nutrition. I want to say thank you to Cryomedics, my chiropractor in West Covina, Dr. Alex, who's been helping me with some crazy injuries that I had to help me get ready for my last fight and this one coming up. I also want to thank Eliminate Fight Gear, who prints out my walkout shirts, my fight shirts, and everything else. And man, I got a lot of sponsors. Shout outs to The Shack in Glendora, Coach Rusty. Shout outs to Crew John at LA Training Center in Fullerton and Anaheim. Shout outs to Coach Julian at Fusion Muay Thai in Covina, 10th Planet. Oh, arm wrestle?
I want to feel your strength, dog.
You'll probably beat me.
I want to feel your
for
strength.
Sure.
I want to feel your strength, bro. Go ahead, keep on going.
Yeah. Man, shout outs to Hood Stocks for having me. Who else am I missing, babe? Who else am I missing? You got any? Oh shit. Shout outs to Edward Damas, my criminal defense lawyer. Appreciate you.
Why would a bare knuckle fighter need a
Because, motherfuckers be testing sometimes, So, but shout out to Casamate Tequila and all my sponsors, you guys. I don't want to take up too much time right here as we're going, but shout out to Master Cordero and at King's MMA in Huntington Beach and all my training partners there. I love you guys, all my supporters, everybody at Hoodstocks watching, the Hoodstocks family right here. We appreciate you. I want to say, you guys, if you could just give me a follow on VinnyFam00 on Instagram, I greatly appreciate it because we need to tag BKFC and we need to tag BKFC matchmaker Nathan Shook and let him know that they need to send that contract for Temecula to lock it in on July 12th for the second ever bare knuckle boxing card. We're fucking ready. We're training. I got out of training before I came here. It's 90% done, but send it so we can lock it in and sign on the dotted line,
Amen. Let's see the strength, bro. Come on.
I'm not a professional arm wrestler,
Neither am I, dog. Neither am I. We gotta hold hands like this.
Okay.
We gotta lock it in like this.
All right.
I'm gonna say on the count of 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Come on, that's your boy. Love you, baby. Thank you for that shit, dog.
That was fucking some Stallone over the top shit.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna try pulling the stick with the brick now. I'm training. We're getting a fucking rematch next interview.
Next interview, dog. But I got like 50 pounds on you, bro. I'm a fat motherfucker, dog.
Strong motherfucker too.
Hey, we